Good evening and welcome to Skylands Ice World here in Stockholm, New Jersey for Skylands Kings Squirt Navy Tournament Hockey. Tonight, the beginning of the Skylands Invitational for 2021 between the Skylands Kings and the New Jersey Colonials. Mike Formisano here with you, calling tonight's action. We're going to go ahead and get you the starting lineups in just a little bit. Starting in goal for the Skylands Kings will be number 30, J.J. Arnold. As far as the roster is concerned, Noah Bernstein, is not in tonight's game. Noah is out with an injury. He will miss the tournament, so that's a big blow for the Kings. Meanwhile, Michael Formisano, number 22, will be back for the Kings. He was out with an injury for last weekend's tournament down in Middletown, New Jersey. So he will be back in action and is going through warm-ups right now. So Arnold in net for the Kings, and the Colonials are getting set as well. It looks like it will be Milan Gelman as the goalie for the Colonials. Let's go ahead and go over the rosters real quick while we're waiting. Number 2 for the Colonials will be Brody Ulrich. Number 3, Luca Donicello. Number 5, Rivers Chong. Number 9, William Remfer. Number 10, Alexander Rosnowski. Number 18, William Vonruth. Number 23, Roger Lynn. 34 is Sean Flynn. George Morgan's number 51. Cameron Book, 71. Connor Fay, 75. Brody Wickman, 84. And Evan Lombarbera, number 93, the goalies. Number 29, Jacob Childs. Number 16, Milan Gelman. For the Kings, number 6 will be Ryan Walsh. Number 8, Damian Slater. Number 9, Logan Dixon. As we said, Noah Bernstein's out. He's usually number 10. But he will miss this weekend's tournament. Number 19 will be Connor Dunn. Number 22, Michael Formisano. Number 44, Tristan Stillwagon. Number 88, Ranger Harper. And number 97, Michael Monda. So, teams getting set, talking to their coaches, getting ready for tonight's action. Kings head coach, as always, Mark Weaver. Assistants, Tom Klein, Jim Arnold, and Brett Harper. For the Colonials, head coach is Daryl Book, and assistant coach Kyle Wickman. So, this will be the first game for the Kings of this 3-game round robin. The 4 teams involved will be the Colonials, the Kings, also New Jersey Devils Youth, and the Princeton Tigers Black. And the Kings will be meeting those teams tomorrow, the Tigers as well as the Devils. Colonials finished the season 5-9-2 in the North Division. The Kings were 4-11-1. We're getting ready for face-off here. Let's do it. Kings and Colonials. Face-off goes to number 84, Wickman, for the Colonials. It's sent back up the ice by Dixon and is being played along the boards now. Here's Damian Slater, number 8, with the puck into the Colonial zone. Goes over to Remfer, and he'll go ahead and send it, but not out. Over to Dixon, number 9. He passes along the Klein, but it's intercepted. Here's Wickman, number 84 for the Colonials. Goes ahead and passes it off to his winger. Shot on goal goes wide and into the near corner. Kings are going right to left. They're in their white uniforms, trimmed by navy and gold. The Colonials going left to right. They're in their blues, the road blues, and they're trimmed by white and red. So, icing called on the Colonials. The Kings. It'll go all the way back down into the Kings end of the ice. 12:23 to go, first period here. No score between the Kings and the New Jersey Colonials. For tournament action, the periods are cut down to 13 minutes per period instead of the usual 15 in regular season. Face-off 1, the Colonials have it in the slot. Shot goes behind Arnold and to the back of the net, to the wall. Over to Klein. Klein has it now in the far corners. Passes up to Stillwagon. Here's Tristan Stillwagon, number 44 of the puck. Over the blue line. He's got Harper and Formisano with him. Tristan Stillwagon with the shot. Saved by the Colonials, by Gelman, and it goes into the near corner. Comes back out to Klein. Klein, number 14 with it. He'll go ahead and send it back in, but the Colonials clear, and it comes all the way down. Ulrich with it, being checked by Dunn. Colonials have it along the near boards now, in the Kings end of the ice. Ulrich being harassed by Formisano. It comes back out to the point. Over to Fay. Connor Fay with the shot. Saved by Arnold, and kicked into the far corner. Intercepted by Dunn there. Dunn will try and clear the zone, and he does. And it's a foot race now between Rosnowski and Formisano. Rosnowski will win it for the Colonials. and he'll go ahead and send it just out of the zone, out of the reach of Michael Monda, who will play it back in. Monda wraps it around the boards, goes behind the net. Kings in to fight for it. That's Ryan Walsh, number 6 with the puck. Walsh has it now, behind the net. Walsh passes in front of Monda. The shot saved by Gelman. Comes back out, save again. And it comes back out to Evan LaBarbera. LaBarbera has it now, and it's played out by Flynn. Sean Flynn's able to play it out. Puck goes into neutral ice. Formasano's able to play it into the near end, over into the Colonial zone. Bonda now has it along the far boards. Comes into the low slot area where it's picked up by Lynn. Lynn will go ahead and play it up to number 34. That's Sean Flynn for the Colonials. Flynn plays it into the King zone, just out of the reach of Connor Dunn. Goes behind the net where Dixon picks it up. Dixon in the near corner now. Gives it over to Slater. Outside of his reach. Now played in by Lynn. Over net, near the net. Saved by Arnold. And he goes behind the net. Here's Dixon with it. Playing it into the far corner. Now along the boards. Going into the near corner to Slater. Damian Slater, number 8, passes to Dunn. It goes through the slot and outside the zone. Played back in by Rivers Chong, number 5 for the Colonials, but it'll be an offside. 10:04 to go here, first period. Kings and Colonials, no score. Shots on goal. Kings lead 3-2. And the faceoff's going to go all the way down to the Colonials' end of the ice. These two teams met in the regular season. First game in the regular season was here at Skylands Ice World back in November of 2020. The Colonials won that game 6-5. They played at Bennett Sports Arena about a month ago for the return trip to Morristown. And the Colonials won that one 4-3. Well, the Kings looking for a little payback this evening. Here's Wickman with it. He'll send it into the Kings' end where it's picked up by Dixon. Dixon now to Formasano. Formasano tips it into the Colonial zone, so that will not be an icing. And George Fay has it now for the Colonials. Here's Fay with it. Fay plays it up to his teammate, but goes into the equipment. It's finally cleared all the way down. Dixon skates back for it, no icing. Wickman chasing him. Dixon passes it along to Klein. Klein to Stillwagon, now along the far dasher. The Colonials pick it up there. Shot on goal, deflected by Dixon, goes into the near corner in the Kings' end of the ice. The Kings pick it up there. At the point, it's held in by the Colonials. Bremfer loses it over to the Kings. Now here's Klein with it. Klein in with a burst of speed. He loses the puck to Ulrich. Ulrich is knocked along the boards by Monda. And it's along the far dasher, the Colonial end. Now here's Walsh with it. Walsh coming in on goal. Shot saved by Gelman. And it's kicked back out to Wickman for the Colonials. Here's Wickman with it. Wickman in the neutral zone. He comes across the blue. The shot on goal. Saved by Arnold. And kicked back out to Ryan Walsh. Walsh, if he hurries, has a winger. He's got Slater. Slater across the blue. Damian Slater coming in on goal. Slater on his backhand now. The shot on goal. Saved by Gelman. And he smothers it for no further play. 8:29 to go, first period. Kings and Colonials, no score here at Skylands Ice World. The Michael Monda line out for the Kings, along with Ryan Walsh and Damian Slater, Logan Dixon and Connor Dunn on defense. Here's a face-off. It goes to Walsh. Walsh back to Dunn. Dunn with a shot. Tipped by Walsh on goal. Gelman stops it with his catching glove, and he'll smother it for no further play. The face-off will be to the left of Gelman. It'll be taken by Monda for the Kings. Face-off won by the Colonials. That's number 3, Luca Denicello. Denicello had a hat trick last time out between the Colonials and Kings. So now, here's played up by Book, number 71. Book will play it around the boards where Dunn picks it up. Dunn gives it to Ryan Walsh. Walsh is able to come outside the zone with it. Into neutral ice. Walsh, dump and chase. Goes around the boards. And Monda in there in the near corner, Colonial end of the ice to play it. Comes back out to the point to Dixon. Dixon with the shot. Saved by Gelman. And it goes behind the net where Monda passes it along to Slater. Slater now in the corner. Slater gives it back to Monda. Nobody back home at the point, so it'll go back to neutral ice. Dixon tries to play it back in, but it's intercepted by Book. Book has it along the near boards. Intercepted by Dixon. And it comes back out, not out of the zone. They're able to hold it at the line. The shot on goal, deflected and picked up by Connor Dunn. Dunn will try and pass it up to Stillwagon. It's intercepted there by LaBarbera. Now goes into the corner. Here's Monda with it. Monda off of Stillwagon's back. And now Stillwagon will pick it up. Stillwagon at the red line. Stillwagon has Formasano on his left. Tristan Stillwagon with the shot. Just missed the far post. And it goes into the corner. Formasano has it there. Fighting for the puck with number 34, Flynn for the Colonials. The puck sent into the near corner in the Colonial end. Ranger Harper, number 88, in on it. It comes back out to Evan LaBarbera. LaBarbera to Ulrich. Brody Ulrich across the line. Here's Ulrich. Harper's able to knock it off his stick, and it goes into the near corner. LaBarbera and Klein fighting for it, along with Harper. And it's up to Formasano. Formasano now knocks it to neutral ice. Here's Walsh across the blue. Walsh coming in. Ryan Walsh with the puck on his stick into the far corner. He falls down. Picked up by Formasano. He stays in the corner. Now Walsh with it. Walsh going behind the net to Formasano. And still behind the net. Walsh has it now. Walsh on his backhand. It's taken off his stick, and the Colonials pick it up. Way to play it out. Sean Flynn, number 34 for the Colonials. Across the red line, over to Klein. Klein now has it. Ryan Walsh will play it up to Monda. Michael Monda, number 97, comes in on 3 defensemen. The shot on goal goes wide and into the corner. Now Slater with it. Damian Slater in the near corner. Goes behind the net. It's picked up by Ulrich. Now Monda steals. Gives it to Slater. Slater has it. Trying to pass it back into the slot. Can't do so. Now back out to Klein. Klein will backhand it. It's knocked down by Ulrich. Over to Monda. Monda to Stillwagon. Stillwagon with the shot. He scores! Tristan Stillwagon with the low shot through the 5-hole. And the Kings go up 1-0. So, Tristan Stillwagon with the goal to give the Kings a 1-0 lead. 5:34 to go. First period. Kings lead 1-0. Denicello and Harper play it. Now Harper goes ahead and sends it into the Colonial end of the ice. Connor Fay sends it up along the glass, and the Colonials able to play it out. Done with it. Loses it over to Denicello. Denicello in for the Colonials. Denicello over to Wickman. In on goal, and Arnold's able to make the save. Keeps the pad down, and it goes to the near end of the boards on the Kings side of the ice. Back out to the point to Rusnowski. Rusnowski. Denicello can't tee it up. Dixon takes it down, and Dixon sends it into neutral ice. Now here's George Fay with it. Connor Fay, I should say. Sorry about that. Back into the Kings' end. Here comes Connor Dunn. Dunn, number 19 on defense for the Kings. Able to go around the boards and play it up to Harper. Here's Harper. Gets it past Rusnowski, and will send it to the Colonial end. Fay will play it up. It's intercepted by Harper. Harper falls down. Denicello after it. He can't get it either. It goes to Wickman. Brody Wickman along the ice. The shot saved by Arnold. Pad save. And is able to send it to the far dasher. The Kings pick it up there. Here's Monda with it. Monda gives it to his defense. Sends it up to Ryan Walsh. Walsh, number 6 with it. Walsh fighting to keep it in the Colonial end of the ice. Gives it to Monda. Monda wraps it around the boards. It's in the near corner now where the Colonials pick it up. Wickman and Formasano in there to fight for it. Formasano, and it's knocked out of the zone and back to neutral ice. Here's Braden Klein sending it in to the Colonial end. Klein now after it as it's sent back down by the Colonials. And we have an icing on the play with 3:49 to go. First period, Kings lead 1-0 on a goal by number 44, Tristan Stillwagon. Kings lead, shots on goal, 7-5. This is game 1 of the Skylands tournament for the Kings, taking on the Colonials this evening. 2 more games set for tomorrow at 7:20 a.m. against New Jersey Devils Youth and 6:20 p.m. against the Princeton Tigers Black. Face-off won by the Colonials. It's sent up along the boards and into neutral ice. Connor Dunn after it. Dunn skating after it. He's got Brody Ulrich on him. Footsteps, and Dunn is able to play, but it deflects off of Ulrich's skate. Now here's Dunn behind the net. Dunn's able to get it to Stillwagon right by the Zamboni door. Stillwagon across his own blue, now across the red. Stillwagon comes in. The shot on goal, deflected wide, goes behind the net. Slater comes in now. Slater's able to take it into the near corner. Slater being checked there by Lynn. Goes around the boards, picked up by Rivers Chong, number 5 for the Colonials. Now Morgan has it. It's back to the point. Dunn sends it back into the low slot area, but it's stolen by Lynn. Number 23, Lynn for the Colonials, plays it outside the zone and into center ice. It's picked up there by Morgan. Here's Morgan, number 51. 51 on the break. Morgan coming in the shot on goal. Shoots it wide, goes into the near corner. Picked up by Stillwagon. Here's Tristan Stillwagon, the goal scorer for the Kings so far. Stillwagon across the blue, the shot on goal. Saved by Gelman, and it goes into the far corner. Now Monda loses it over to the Colonials. They'll send it all the way down. Dunn gets it as it enters Kings' end of the ice. Now to Logan Dixon. Dixon passes it up to Walsh. Walsh over to Slater. Slater coming across the blue line. Here's Damian Slater with the puck. Loses it to Evan LaBarbera. LaBarbera down with it now. And it goes over to Walsh. Comes back out. And Dixon picks it up. Dixon will send it into the Colonials' end. 2:05 to go. First period. Kings lead over the Colonials. 1-0. There's Dixon with it. Dixon intercepted by LaBarbera. Evan LaBarbera comes over the blue line. Now to Monda, who takes it for the Kings. Michael Monda. And there's Formisano getting knocked down by Resnowski. Remember, Formisano coming off an injury. Trying to make sure if he's okay throughout this game. It goes into the Colonial end of the ice now where Harper picks it up. Dixon can't hold it, so it comes back out to Klein. Braden Klein, number 14, passes along to Walsh. Walsh along the blue. Ryan Walsh has got Harper and Formisano with him. Walsh will skate it around. Now to Formisano in front. He scores! Beautiful pass by Ryan Walsh into the low slot. And Formisano's able to one-time it home through the 5-hole of Alon Gelman. And the Kings take a 2-0 lead. So the Walsh to Formisano connection hooks up. And the Kings are able to take a 2-0 lead. Here's a face-off, won by Harper. It's set along the boards now to Brody Wickman. Wickman across the blue line. Wickman has Harper and Dixon on him. Over to Klein now. Puck comes off of Wickman's helmet and set back down. Outside the zone. No, Lynn is able to hold it in. Goes into the corner, and here's Logan Dixon. Dixon behind the net. Dixon has it now, passes to Harper. Intercepted by Ulrich. Ulrich has it in the near corner in the Kings' end. Behind the net. And we have a stoppage of play. We got a penalty call. It looks like it's going to be on number 8. 88, Ranger Harper.
88 white, slashing.
Slashing call on Harper with 49.9 seconds to go, first period. And that will send the Colonials to their first power play. Now remember, in tournament action, power plays are only a minute and a half, not 2 full minutes. So, the penalty to Harper will only be for a minute and a half. 5-on-4, Colonials have the advantage now. 2-0 lead for the Kings. Face-offs won by the Colonials, goes in the corner, but the puck's taken away by Michael Monda. Monda has it behind the net. Monda will send it up to Walsh. Outside the zone, and as the Colonials play it back in, it's called for an offside. 39.7 seconds to go. First period. Kings lead 2-0. Colonials on their first power play of the evening. The Kings have not had one at this point in time. Remember last game, the Colonials had 4 power plays in their game in Morristown, where the Kings had none in that one. So, we'll see if the Kings are able to go ahead and lock one down maybe later on in the second or third period. Colonials in. Here's Book with the puck. Book with the shot. Goes wide of Arnold and hits the backboards. Goes out to Logan Dixon, who sends it all the way down. And the referee waves off icing. 18.5 seconds to go. First period. Colonials will send it up. Goes to Dixon. Dixon's able to send it back in. Now over to Monda. Here's Michael Monda coming in. Monda with the shot. Saved by Gelman. And it goes behind to the near corner where Walsh is able to pick it up. Ryan Walsh with it. And there's the horn for the end of the first period. Very good. First period by the Kings. Goal scored by Tristan Stillwagon and Michael Formisano. to give Skylands a 2-0 lead. We'll be back for second period action after this. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World here for second period action between the Skylands Kings and New Jersey Colonials. The Kings up 2-0 on account of goals by Tristan Stillwagon and Michael Formasano. Kings are fighting a penalty now taken by Ranger Harper, a slashing call at the end of the first period. It was about 38 seconds to go on that as the puck sent down into the the King end of the ice. It's picked up by the Kings. Braden Klein will send it up to Connor Dunn. Dunn sends it all the way down, and the Colonials will pick it up there. 23 seconds to go in the penalty for the Kings. It's sent out of the zone, just out of the reach of Connor Dunn's stick, and goes all the way down behind J.J. Arnold's net. Here's Klein with it in the far corner. 7 seconds to go in the Colonial the power play. And it's hit all the way down on goal to the Colonials, where Gilman will play it. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-a-side. 12:14 to go. Second period. Here's Monda with the puck. Monda coming in. The shot deflected off of Rosnowski's skate, and it goes into the near corner. Dunn picks it up. Dunn shoots it back in, but it's intercepted by Denicello. And the Kings are able to hold it. Michael Monda passes it over to Slater. Here's Slater. Fans on the shot. Shots again. Now goes behind the net to Walsh. There's Fay with it. Fay tries to play it out, but not out. It goes over to Monda. Monda with it. Monda sending it across to Walsh. It goes through his skates and into the near corner. Now here's Slater in the far corner in the Colonial end. Kings going left to right now on your screen. Monda able to send it to Walsh behind the net.
You're going to put that mess.
Walsh will go ahead and send it now. Walsh has it to Monda. Monda will go ahead and play it in the far corner. Walsh over to Dixon. To Slater. Slater in the near corner. Here's Slater with it over to Dixon. Dixon sends it in front. Down to Walsh. Walsh with the shot. It's deflected off the pad of Gelman. And we have a stoppage in play. .10:58 to go. Kings lead 2-0. Shots on goal. Kings up 10-5. And we got a penalty going against Rosnowski now. Minute 30 to go on this penalty as Rosnowski goes to the box and the Kings are on the power play. Face-off won by the Kings goes to Stillwagon, but it's intercepted by the Colonials and sent all the way down. Here's Klein with it now. Klein going back to play for it. And it goes behind the Dixon. Dixon will go ahead and play it up. Dixon sends it to Stillwagon in neutral ice. Intercepted there. And picked up by Morgan. Morgan now to Klein. Klein will send it outside the zone, where Harper now has it. Harper's able to take it into the Colonial end, and we have offsides on the play. 58 seconds to go on the Kings power play. 10:26 to go, second period. Kings lead 2-0. Face-off by Harper and Ulrich. Colonials will go ahead and send it back in. There's Chung with it. Chung along the near boards. It's held, and it goes back out into neutral ice. Dixon plays it over to Klein. Klein to Stillwagon. Stillwagon across the red. Over to Monda. Monda will go ahead and send it across the blue. Monda has it now. Monda coming in on his backhand. The shot saved by Gelman. Rebound. And it's covered by Gelman, and no further play. Monda was able to transfer that to his backhand. A nice shot on goal, but Gelman up to the test. And he's able to keep it out for the Colonials. 2-0 here, 10:01 to go, second period. Kings over the Colonials. 33 seconds to go on the power play. Shots on goal. Kings 12 and the Colonials 5. Face off one, back to Dunn. Dunn over to Monda. Monda along the near boards. Here's Monda with it. Monda will send it back out to the left point. Over to Klein. Klein with the shot. Knocked down in front, goes in the far corner. Now to Slater. Here's Slater behind the net. Loses it to Wickman. Wickman has it now. Brody Wickman. Over to number 34 for the Colonials. Up to Denicello. Denicello takes it across the blue. Denicello skates it across the blue now. Goes in along the near boards. Over to Dunn. Here's Connor Dunn with it. Dunn plays it behind the net. Dunn controls it. Tries to play it out. Wickman's able to hold it. Now it goes along the near boards where Klein has it. Klein goes ahead. He comes across neutral ice. Now across the blue. Klein sends it across the blue line. Colonials able to pick it up. Now over to Flynn. Can't get it out of the zone. Monda's able to play it in. Monda to Slater. He's tripped up. No penalty call by the referees on that one. I think they missed that one. As now it's played in the corner by Monda. Monda along the far corner. Over to Sean Flynn. Flynn now for the Colonials. It's near the Zamboni entrance door, and the puck's slotted in there. And Denicello takes it out. Finally able to clear the zone, and the Colonials have it. Here's Flynn. Flynn carrying it across the blue line. Flynn being defended by Dunn. Flynn with the shot. Goes behind the net. It's picked up there by Monda. Now the Colonials able to pick it back up. And it goes along the sideboards where Walsh takes it. Walsh intercepted by Rempfer. Rempfer sends it into the far corner. Here's Dixon with it, number 9. Now it's stolen by the Colonials and goes back into the near corner. Morgan trying to play the puck. It's intercepted by Walsh. Goes out to Brody Ulrich. Ulrich with the shot. Saved by J.J. Arnold. Not sure where it is. He's able to keep it out. That hit him in the breadbasket and it kind of fell down. And he didn't know where it bounced as it hit the ice, but he was able to cover it. And he got the whistle. 2-0. Kings over the Colonials. 7:58 to go. Kings shots on goal. 12-7 over the Colonials at this point in time. And they lead 2-0 thanks to goals by Tristan Stillwagon and Michael Formisano. Now the puck along the near boards in the Kings' end. A scrum going in. Ranger Harper in there for the Kings. Shot on goal. Goes wide into the far corner. LaBarbera picks it up. LaBarbera sends it back behind the net. Now to Harper. Harper will send it up to Dixon. And Dixon has it there. It's kept in by the Colonials. And there's Ulrich with it. Ulrich in the near boards. The shot. Blocker glove saved by Arnold. Knocks it behind the net. Harper has it now. And Harper will be able to play it out. Harper skates it up. Loses it to Ulrich along the far dasher. Ulrich and Harper fighting for it. Now it's picked up by Dixon. Dixon sends it back to neutral ice. Now over to Morgan. Morgan will send it in over to blue. Morgan. And here's Klein with it. Braden Klein across the blue line. Here's Klein. Klein backhands it in on goal. Goes to Formisano. Formisano in front. Saved by Gelman. It's loose. Formisano trying to stuff it in. They're still fighting for it. And now it's behind the net. Monda has it. Monda in the far corner. Dixon pinching in. But it goes to a Colonial and they're able to play it out. But it's kept in the zone only temporarily, however. Now here's Roger Lynn with it. Lynn comes across the blue. We got a penalty call. Looks like it's going to be on the Kings. A slashing call. A trip, I should say. So a tripping call on Logan Dixon, number 9 for the Kings. That'll send the Colonials to their second power play of the night. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Again, remember, tournament action, the power plays are only 90 seconds, not 2 minutes. Face-off won by Manda. It goes to Wickman. Wickman now in the corner with it. And there's Manda. Manda skating it up. Here's Manda across the blue. Manda across the blue line in the Colonial zone. A shot on goal. Saved by Gelman and knocked into the far corner. Here's Walsh with it. Walsh will go ahead and play behind the net to Manda. Back out to Walsh in the far corner. Walsh sending it to Manda. Manda behind the net. Manda with it. Sends it up, and it's intercepted by the Colonials. And now they got a break. Here's Brody Wickman. Wickman coming in. Klein on him. Knocked off of his stick and behind the net. Nice defensive play by Braden Klein. Saving a prime goal-scoring opportunity for the Colonials. Now it's shot, goes behind the net. The rebound also goes behind the net. Now back in again on the side of the net. The puck is on the side, and the referees have to stop play. 32 seconds to go on the Colonial power play. 5:28, second period. Kings lead 2-0. So Harper will take the face-off against Denicello. It's won by the Colonials. Here's the shot by Wickman. Goes wide. Hits off the backboards, and now the Colonials put it into the low slot area. Goes behind the net again. There's Dunn in there. Dunn fighting with Wickman for it. Wickman has it now for the Colonials. Off of Harper's skate, and it comes into neutral ice. 13 seconds to go on the Colonial power play. And we got a Colonial knockdown there. Now the Colonials will pick it up. 5 seconds to go. Sent into the Kings zone. Goes behind the net. There's Dunn fighting for it along with a Colonial forward. Klein's able to pick it up. There goes Braden Klein across his own blue. Now carries it to neutral ice. Sends it into the Colonial end. Along the near boards, he wraps it around. Picked up there by number 10 for the Colonials. There's Walsh with it. Walsh is able to pick it off. Walsh has it in the far corner. Walsh behind the net. It's stolen by Denicello. Denicello now will send it up, and just outside the zone, the referees call it offside. 4:22 to go, second period. Kings lead 2-0 over the New Jersey Colonials. Shots on goal, 14-8 in favor of the Kings. So Bond taking the face-off against Ulrich. It's won by the Colonials, but stolen by Walsh. Walsh in the high slot, the shot on goal, saved by Gelman. And it's knocked into the corner. Walsh will go ahead and play it around. Roger Lynn picks it up for the Colonials. Sends it near the Zamboni door. The puck lodged in there. Now comes back out, and the Colonials will pick it up. And the Colonials will play it outside the zone. Across the red. And there they go on a break. The Colonials with the shot on goal. Goes wide. Brody Ulrich shouts it over the net. And it goes behind the boards. Now there's Ulrich with it behind. And in the near corner, he loses it, and Walsh is able to pick it up. Ryan Walsh with it at the red line. Here's Walsh across the blue. He'll dump it in, and Manda will go chase. Lynn picks it up for the Colonials, but Manda steals it. It's in the low slot. It's picked up. Stillwagon fighting for it. The Colonials will send it along the near dasher. Fighting for it. It goes through Klein's skates. And all the way down to the Kings' end of the ice. Dixon will play it. Dixon wraps it around the boards. Chong and Harper after it. Ranger Harper has a break if he hurries. Here comes Harper. Harper's got Formisano. Harper wraps it around into the low slot. There's Stillwagon with a shot. Saved by Gelman. Nice shot by Stillwagon, and now it comes back outside the Colonial end of the ice. Klein will go ahead and try and send it in. Now here's Braden Klein with it. Klein comes in. Klein in the high slot. The shot goes over the net. Denicello picks it up there. Formisano's on him. Denicello comes up the ice with it. Morgan. And here's Manda trying to keep it in. He comes back out to center ice along the near doors here in front of us. Puck sent back down to the Kings' end in the near corner. Manda has it now. Manda. And Morgan steals it from him. Morgan into the low slot. Cleared out by Walsh. It's still in the low slot. It's loose in Denicello's skates. It deflects off Dixon. And Morgan has it now in the far corner. And we got a whistle. And we've got action inside the crease. And so they'll stop play. So the faceoff going to come outside the Kings zone. 2:11 to go, second period. Kings lead 2-0. Shots on goal, 15-9 in favor of Skylands. Faceoff won by Monda, goes back to Dunn. Here's Dunn with it. Dunn will send it up to Monda. Monda across the red. Monda coming across the blue. He skates it in, and there's Faye with it. He falls down. Monda behind the net. Tries to pass it in front. It hits off the side of the net. Now goes along the far dasher to Dixon. Logan Dixon holds it in. Over to Monda. There's Monda with it. Monda will try and pass it in to Walsh. Walsh in the high slot. Loses it there. And it goes to LaBarbera. LaBarbera now intercepted by Dixon. And it comes back outside the zone. We got a stoppage in play. Minute 35 to go. Second period. Kings lead 2-0. Stillwagon and Formisano, the goal scorers for the Kings so far. J.J. Arnold pitching a shutout in net for the Kings up to this point. So Harper will take the faceoff for the Kings. Stillwagon on his right. Slater on his left. Klein and Dunn on defense. It's picked up by Ulrich. Ulrich comes in. Sends it behind the net. Dunn is knocked down and goes hard into the boards. And Dunn is still down. Looked like he may have hit the boards with his head first, maybe his shoulder, but he's still down. Coach Weaver coming out. He's going to check on him immediately. Well, that was not a good collision for Dunn. He went down. It looked like it either hit his head or his right shoulder into the boards as he collided heavily into them. And both Weaver and Coach Harper out there checking on him. All right, Dunn getting to his feet. It looks like he's going to be okay. Great to see Connor Dunn back on his feet. Coach Weaver holding him up for a second. Remember, the game started to get chippy in Morristown about a month ago. And the second and third period, there was a lot of action going on physically. And we hope it doesn't get to that. And it's good to see Dunn skating off under his own power. So, Dunn skating back. The coach is coming back to the bench. We've got a minute 21 to go, second period. Kings up 2-0. 15-9 shots on goal in favor of the Kings. The faceoff's going to go to the right of J.J. Arnold. Ulrich will take it for the Colonials. And the Monda line back out for the Kings. Monda will take it. Slater on his left. Walsh on his right. All right, face-off goes to the Kings. There's Walsh with it along the near boards. Walsh will send it to Monda. It goes outside the zone. Fay and Rusnowski after it. Rusnowski will send it back in. And that should have been an icing. The lead referee, however, waved it off. And it goes into the near corner. Wickman has it now over to Ulrich. Ulrich will try and send it in front. It's loose in the low slot, and they score. Brody Wickman waiting in the slot there for the Colonials was able to tip it home. We've got a 2-1 game. So Wickman will go ahead after the non-icing call. Go ahead and send it back into the Kings end, the Colonials end. The shot on goal. He scores! Michael Monda with the goal. Gets it right back for the Kings. And they go up 3-1.
Which one do you guys
So Monda able to get the goal right back after Wickman had scored for the Colonials. Monda scores seconds later for the Kings, and it goes ahead and sends it up 3-1. Skylands 3, New Jersey Colonials 1 with 43 seconds to go, second period. There's Lynn with it. Lynn goes ahead and send it over the blue line and into neutral ice. Kings and Colonials fighting for it there. Now Monda comes back in. Monda, seconds after scoring the third goal of the game for Skylands. He'll go behind the net, over to Slater. Slater in the far corner. Slater and Monda fighting for it. Now comes back out to Roger Lynn. Lynn over to Fay. Fay comes in. We've got 15 seconds to go. Fay in the high slot comes in on Arnold. It goes wide of the net. And now there's Walsh with it. Walsh tries to skate it out for the Kings. He does so. Sends it across the ice to Slater. Hits along the far dash. So we got 2 seconds. And there's the horn. And the end of the second period. So, goal scored in the second period by Brody Wickman for the Colonials. And then seconds later, Michael Monda. And at the end of 2 periods, it's Skylands 3, New Jersey Colonials 1. We'll be back after this.
Okay, here's the deal. New Jersey Youth Hockey. Everybody has to have their mask properly placed.
Okay.
If they're on the bench or in the penalty box. Now, either that stays where it belongs, or you're out of here. You'll go in the stands. Okay? This is the rule. I'm just telling you the rule. New Jersey Youth Hockey.
You can be nicer about it. I mean, I get it.
I warned you once already, and you're continuing to do it. So
Okay.
we're not going to have this debate.
One, two, three. Welcome back to third period action between the Skylands Kings and the New Jersey Colonials. Kings up 3-1 as we head into the third period. So Harper will go ahead and take the face-off. Formisano on his left, Stillwagon on his right. Puck sent in by the Colonials all the way down. Fay will go ahead and pick it up. Fay will go ahead and send it behind the net. And now here the Kings with it in the corner. In the far corner, Stillwagon will pitch it out to Dunn. Dunn goes ahead and tries to send it back in. It's deflected off of Dedicello. Dedicello goes to Dunn, and it's played out by the Colonials. Now to Klein. Klein has it in neutral ice. Klein will go ahead and send it over the red line. And over to Dunn. Now to Stillwagon. Stillwagon across the blue. Here's Dunn with it. Loses it over to LaBarbera. LaBarbera over to Ulrich. Ulrich across the blue. Ulrich goes behind the net. Stillwagon picks it up there. Now here's Dunn with it behind the net. Dunn will send it around the boards to Ulrich. Ulrich goes ahead and plays it. It's intercepted by Slater. Oh, I'm sorry, Monda. Monda will go ahead and play it out to neutral ice. And picked up there. Now the puck comes in on Gelvin and play it out. Here's Dunn with it across the blue line. Connor Dunn comes in. It's stolen off his stick to Fay. Fay has it now. Fay will go ahead and send it to Walsh. Walsh along the red line. Walsh has it there. And there's Ulrich carrying it across the blue. Ulrich with the shot. Goes behind the net to Arnold. And now here's Dixon with it. Dixon over to Walsh. Walsh along the far boards. In the Zamboni entrance now, and Ulrich has it. And now here's Walsh passing it over to Slater. Slater across the red line. Slater coming in across the blue. Slater checked by Ulrich. Slater takes it behind the net. Slater will go ahead and play it over to Monda. Monda along the far boards. Monda over to Dixon. Dixon with the shot on goal. Just goes wide. Goes behind the net. And Monda sends it to Slater along the near boards. And now it's played out. Goes all the way down the ice where Klein has it, and it'll be called an icing. 10:39 to go, third period. Kings lead it 3-1. So Harper will go ahead and take the face off for the Kings, but Stillwagon on his right. Formisano on his left. Comes back out, Formisano along the near boards. He'll send it all the way around. Where Chong has it now. Rivers Chong with it. Chong back up to Klein. Klein intercepted by Formisano, comes out in front. Here's Stillwagon in the low slot. He goes back out to where Morgan picks it up, and Morgan now has it. Gives it to Denicello. He'll come into the blue. Denicello with the shot. Saved by Arnold. And goes behind the net to Klein. Klein along the near boards. Now to Formisano. Formisano to Roger Lynn. Klein has it. And now it's played outside the zone. Chong will pick it up at neutral ice. Stillwagon has it now, where it goes over to Lynn. Lynn plays it in the near corner. Now Dixon with it. Dixon has it. Plays it along besides Renfer. Back out to Lynn. Lynn will try and send it in. It's in. Harper skates. Harper will take it and go ahead. And Formisano now with it along the red line. Formisano across the blue. Formisano knocked off by Denicello. And he's knocked down. We got a penalty call on Luca Denicello. Formisano struggling a little bit to get up on the hard hit by Denicello. You all right, Mike? So the referee's calling the penalty on Denicello for the hit. And the Kings will go back to the power play. 9:34 to go. Puck won by the Colonials and sent around the boards to Rosnowski. Now over to Wickman. Wickman has it. Monda's able to keep it in. Here's Monda with it. Now sends it along the corner. Around the boards. Comes back out. Oh, done. It goes over his stick. And there's Wickman with it. Brody Wickman across the blue line. Here's Wickman coming in. Passes it to Ulrich. It's intercepted, and it was knocked in by Dunn as Dunn tried to defend the puck. It tips in off his stick past Arnold, and we have a 3-2 game. Tough break for the Kings. And so now it's 3-2 with 9:09 to go. A shorthanded goal for the Colonials. Here's Monda and Ulrich, and now it's won by Wickman. So the credit of the goal goes to Wickman for that, but it was off of Dunn's stick behind Arnold. 3-2 game. Kings over the Colonials. Here's Walsh with it. Walsh will skate it across the blue. Walsh along the far boards over to Monda. Monda knocked down. No penalty call. Now Fay has it. Colonials getting chippy here. Now they come back outside the zone. Over to Monda. Monda on the red. There's Klein with it. It's intercepted by Ulrich. Ulrich to Walsh. Here's Walsh along the far boards. Walsh loses it to Fay. Now to Monda. Here's Wickman. He'll send it outside the zone. It goes into neutral ice and just into the Kings' end. Dixon will go ahead and skate it out. Comes across the red. Now across the blue. Logan Dixon. Shot on goal. Saved by Gelman. He'll smother it. No further play. 8:05 to go. Third period. Kings lead 3-2. 1 second to go on the Colonials power play. I'm sorry, the Kings power play. The Colonials already with a shorthanded goal in this. Here's the faceoff. Goes back out to the Kings. There's Dunn with the shot. Saved by Gelman. Goes in the near corner. Morgan's knocked down, and the Kings pick it up. There's Stillwagon. It goes over to Dunn. Dunn will send it across the red line. Dunn coming in. Knocked down by Chong. Goes behind the net. Now it's sent all the way down into the Kings' end of the ice. No icing on the play, and Dixon after it. Dixon takes it behind the net. Now it goes over to Morgan. Morgan with the shot. Goes behind the net now. And the Colonials pick it up there. Knocked down by Harper. And Dixon's able to pick it up. 7:13 to go. And we've got number 71 knocking Dixon down. The puck comes back. And there's done with it. We'll have a face-off at center ice. 7:07 to go. Third period. Kings 3, Colonials 2. Face-off won by the Colonials. It's carried across the blue line. Here's Wickman with it. Wickman will go ahead and send it in. Now Walsh will pick it up along the far corner. Over to Flynn. Flynn sends it over to Fay. Fay with the shot. Deflected in front. Here's Walsh picking it up. Over to Monda. Micah Monda across the red. Now across the blue. Monda trips over the puck, and it goes to Flynn. Flynn, number 34, picks it up for the Colonials. Over to Ulrich. Ulrich will skate across the blue line into the Kings zone. Passes it to Wickman. Wickman with 2 goals today. Shoots over the net, and it goes along the far dasher. Now the Colonials have it intercepted by Monda, but not out. The stick is knocked out of Monda's hands, and now Klein has it for the Kings. Now Wickman with it. Flynn keeps it in for the Colonials. Now Flynn trying to play it into the slot area. There's Ulrich. Shot on goal. Goes wide. Behind the backboards. And now along the near boards. And there's Slater with it. Slater carries it in neutral ice across the red. Slater over to Flynn. It's knocked off his stick, but the Colonials pick it back up. Wickman with it in center ice. Now to Dixon. Dixon will play it back into center ice to Rosnowski. Here's Stillwagon with it across the red. Across the blue now. Stillwagon will go ahead and send it in along the near boards. We got 5:37 to go. Third period. Kings up 3-2. In this first game of the Invitational Tournament for Skylands. Here's a shot of goal. Catching glove saved by Arnold. It's loose. It goes behind the net. Dixon plays it there. The Colonials are able to take it and get it into the near corner, however. Formisano fighting for the puck. Formisano trying to play it out. It's still in. And now finally played out by the Kings. Sent all the way down. And no icing on the play. Connor Fay will go ahead and pick it up behind the Colonial net. Dixon holds it on the blue line. And he's able to keep it. But now sent back out by the Colonials. Dixon, and now it goes to number 71. Here's Book. Book with the shot. Off the post. Book rings the post and it goes into the far dasher. Now Walsh has it. 4:48 to go. Walsh will send it outside the zone. Dixon over to Monda. Now to Formisano. Formisano coming in with Walsh. Formisano across the blue. Formisano with a shot on goal. Saved by Gelman. He comes back out to Monda. Monda trying to play it back in. And it goes along the side. Monda backhands it on Gelman. Now Walsh trying to tip it home. It's loose in front of the net. And score! The Kings are able to put the rebound home. And it's 4-2 Skylands. So Ryan Walsh gets credit for the goal, and the Kings go up 4-2. 4:21 to go, third period. Skylands 4, New Jersey Colonials 2. Puck comes back to Klein. Klein over to Monda. Monda across the red. Monda to Slater. Slater coming through the near end and along the near boards into Colonial end of the ice, and is called for an offside. 4:09 to go, third period. Skylands, shots on goal, 19-14, an advantage over the Colonials. Face-off won by the New Jersey Colonials, and it comes back out to Ulrich. Ulrich across the blue line. Ulrich along the near boards. Ulrich will go ahead and send it in. It's in the low slot, picked up by Walsh. Walsh will play it, but not out. Now to Fay. Now it comes out. Here's Slater with it. Slater across the blue. Slater going ahead, tries to come in, and now Wickman intercepts. And it goes to Dixon. Logan Dixon will play it all the way down. No icing on the play. Goes behind the net. Rosnowski has it now along the far dasher. Gives it to Ulrich. And to Fay behind the net. Connor Fay with it. We've got 3:25 to go. We're going to look to see if the Colonials will be calling Gelman off for an extra attacker soon to try and get back into this game. Slater will play it back in. It goes in on goal where Milan Gelman stops the puck. It goes to Rosnowski in the far corner. Stillwagon all over him. Now to Dixon. Dixon will play it, and it's offside. Just came outside the zone. Played it back in. We'll have it back outside the zone on the faceoff. 3:05 to go. 4-2 Skylands over the New Jersey Colonials.
Hey, forward to pass the puck on this faceoff. Let's go.
So Harper with the faceoff. Formisano on the left. Stillwagon takes it on the right. It goes back into the Colonial end. Fay will play it back out. There's Dunn with it. Dunn goes ahead and sends it in to Fay. Fay has it, plays it back out. Now Dunn plays it back in, and we have an offside as Formisano was still inside the zone. 2:54 to go. Third period. Kings 4, Colonials 2. Harper with the faceoff. It's won by the Colonials. Book takes it now. Book across the blue line. Book will send it in. Into the far corner. Dixon after it along with Dedicello. There's Harper with it. Over to Rosnowski. Rosnowski with the shot. Goes into the far corner. Dedicello has it. And he loses it over to Dunn. Dunn to Formisano. Formisano can't handle it. Now Dunn picks it up. Skates across the blue with it. Dunn with the shot. Saved by Gelman. He came in after the rebound, and it was knocked off his stick. Now Formisano in the near corner. Formisano and the Colonial knocked in. It's Flynn. We've got a face-off. And it looks like the goalie's down for the Colonials. Milan Gelman is inside his own net right now. 2:17 to go, third period. Colonial coaches are helping Gelman, and they're removing the net from behind him so they can go ahead and tend to him at this point in time. And now the referee's skating over to take a look. Gelman's still on his back at this point in time. He's moving around, so we're going to hope he's okay. Gelman's still trying to get up and is having a hard time doing so. Coaches are trying to help him. The backup goalie for the Colonials tonight, Jacob Childs, number 29. I haven't seen if he's going to be coming into the game or not. But Gelman just now getting up. Six taps by the Colonials and Kings. And we hope Gelman's okay. And he's skating off at this point in time, so I think he's going to come out of the game. And I think it's going to go over to Childs. So, face-off now between the Kings and Colonials will go to the right of Jacob Childs, who's now in net for the Colonials. He'll take over for Gelman due to the injury. We got 2:17 to go, third period. Kings lead 4-2. Monda will take the face-off against Denicello. It goes over to Slater along the near boards. Here's Slater with it in the corner. Slater with the puck behind the net. Now to Monda. Monda plays it to Slater. It goes into the near corner now where it's picked up by Lynn for the Colonials. He'll play it outside the zone. Now to Klein. Dunn has it and sends it up to Walsh. Walsh across the blue line. We got 1:52 to go. Walsh has it in the far corner, loses it to Chong. Now to Dunn. Dunn tries to play it in. It goes to Lynn, loses it there. Now the Colonials pick it up. Flynn, number 34 with it, across the red. We're going to see if the Colonials pull Childs for an extra attacker. The shot in on goal. Save. And it goes behind the net. And now here's Monda with it. Monda coming across the red line. Comes across the Colonial blue. He's with Walsh. Monda skating in. Monda in the slot. Walsh can't put it behind Childs. Now it's behind the net. Here's Walsh with it. Walsh killing time behind the Colonial net. Now Slater with it. 1:11 to go. It's deep in the Colonials' end, so they can't get an extra attacker. Now the Colonials pick up the puck. Klein has it. Klein will send it in. Saved by Childs. And it goes to Slater. Slater in the near corner. Slater goes ahead and sends it to Denicello. Plays it outside into neutral ice. Here's Wickman with it. Wickman across the blue line. Wickman over to Dixon. Formisano has it now. Formisano with Ulrich from the Colonials, and it's knocked off his stick by Harper. We've got 42 seconds to go. The Kings with Formisano. We got an empty net as the Colonials have an extra attacker on. It's sent back down into the Kings' end of the ice. 32 seconds to go. Dixon will play it over to Stillwagon. Stillwagon with a burst of speed across the red line. Denicello fighting with him. He's knocked down. No penalties called. Now Formisano with the empty netter. Michael Formisano with the empty net goal. And that'll seal things for the Kings with a 5-2 lead.
All right, let's go. Line up, Kings, let's go.
20.2 seconds to go. Formisano, his second goal of the game, gives the Kings a 5-2 advantage. So, face-off by Monda against Morgan. Face-off won by the Colonials. LaBarbera will go ahead and send it to neutral ice. Formisano over to Monda now. Now it's sent back into Rosnowski. Rosnowski to Morgan. We got 10 seconds. Morgan with the shot. Comes in on Arnold. Save. Sent it to the near corner. 5 seconds to go. Monda with it in the near corner. LaBarbera all over him. And there's the horn. And the Skylands Kings take this one 5-2 over the New Jersey Colonials. A great first game by the Kings. Great effort all around. Goal scored by Michael Monda, by Tristan Stillwagon. 2 by Michael Formisano. Among the goal scorers in this one. Stick taps all around as the Kings take game 1 of this tournament. So, Skylands now moves on to tomorrow morning, 7:20. They'll be facing off against the New Jersey Devils youth. We invite you to join us then. For everyone here at Skylands Ice World, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, Skylands Kings 5, New Jersey Colonials 2. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning.